There we go. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Big welcome to our patching podcast. Today is Monday, February 20th. My name is Peter No, Senior Presidential Director here with LifeWave, and I have my beautiful forever young co-host every single Monday. Her name is Mrs. Suzanne McGee. How are you doing this evening, Suzanne?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. And you sound like you're excited to be on this call.
It's one of my favorite days of the Monday. As you all know, we do this 5 days a week, and it always is nice to just jumpstart the week. So everyone, if you are a brand new guest tonight, brand new guest, is this your first time being on our patching podcast? Big kudos, congratulations to you, because the person that invited you here is so excited to share with you the most latest, the only exclusive stem cell activation patch that they got excited about, and they wanted to share with you how this technology works, how to hear some testimonials from our users and who's involved with this. And for all the guests here tonight, please give the person that invited you here on this patching podcast a big fat virtual hug, because they love and care about your health. So without further ado, Suzanne, I'm gonna pass it back on to you.
Thank you. Well, we always have a disclaimer that we want to read to you to let you know that we're not doctors or medical professionals, and the information discussed here is not meant to cure, diagnose, or treat. It's just wellness, a wellness technology that will help you. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. So if you're pregnant, nursing, if you have a medical issue, visit your doctor, talk to him, and then come back and be with us. Okay, Peter, I think that we are ready. I'll go ahead and do our first interview. The first person that we're having on the call tonight is Sue Reeb. And Sue, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate that. Sue, I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about herself, but she came into my life several years ago by way of her daughter. They look like sisters rather than daughters, especially after using, especially after using X39 and the Alavita, which both of them love. She has a couple of sick babies tonight, so she isn't able to join us, and we appreciate Kate for coming and stepping in. So Sue, let's start with you. How were you introduced to X39?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you, Suzanne, for inviting me to come on. Just like Peter said, we're to give a big shout out, and that is to you because you invited me. So thank you. I appreciate talking about this grand technology.
Sorry, Sue. We have to unmute you again, Sue. Sorry, Sue.
We okay now?
Yes, that was a yes.
Okay, so it's a privilege to talk about this technology because several years ago, I ripped my rotator cuff like a lot of old ladies who are trying to get into shape. I was lifting some weights that were way too heavy for me. And I heard it rip and I was in terrible pain. And I did go to the doctor, got an MRI and X-ray and so forth. And I indeed had ripped my rotator cuff and they wanted to do surgery. And it was my daughter, Jana, who told me about these patches. And I began using the X39 and the LifeWave patches on my arm and shoulder. And it's been at least 3 or 4 years. I have not had surgery. I have no pain. And it has been an absolute miracle for me. So I appreciate it very much.
Suzanne, unmute yourself.
Thank you. When you came into the center and
Yes.
and show us what you did when you for those other two people that were coming in to visit.
Well, I said that my shoulder was in such pain that I knew I had to do something. And it was you speaking to my daughter, Jana, and giving me the protocol for my shoulder that I began using the X39 on the back of my collarbone, really. And then on the pain area, and then I found the other LifeWave patch in a very, very comfortable place. And it immediately took the pain away. And I have never had surgery on my shoulder.
That's amazing because they confirmed that it was a torn rotator cuff
That's right.
and they wanted to do surgery. They were convinced
Yes.
that that's what you had to have.
That's
and
right.
you stood strong and said no. So the X39, as we talked about it, it works on the deep recovery, and then the ice wave worked on your immediate
Yes.
pain. And
Yes.
that's the two that you use. And
Yes.
where did you put the ice wave?
I put, for my shoulder, I put it on the point of pain, the tan one. And then I just kind of circular around that one, tried the other patch where I felt the least amount of pain. And I'm telling you, when I hit the spot, maybe in the back of my arm, if I recall, it just, the pain was immediately gone. And
That's
so
amazing.
I wore them 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And I kept the X39 on the back of my collarbone there. And it has become, Suzanne, just a routine. It's part of my makeup. I put the patches on. I feel good. I don't even really truly understand the technology. And so I'm happy that people will be able to talk to you and Peter and others about the true technology of its healing work. But I am someone who believes in it because it has worked for me.
Oh, thank you. Isn't that a lovely testimony? And we had a little cute experience. She came in on a Saturday, not
Yeah.
knowing that I was there. Usually I'm not in our wellness center on a Saturday. And there were two people that had stopped by and they had pain in their back and their shoulder. It looked like a very professional setup. She came bounding in, said, "Do you have any more? I've got to have patches right now." Told us
Yes.
what she needed, and then began to tell this story to the two people that were there. They immediately bought patches, didn't they?
Well,
They were
I
like,
was I was so happy that they were encouraged because it was just a true testimonial of what I have experienced. And by the way, I notice if I go maybe on vacation and I might forget to take a sleeve along or whatever, I notice I can just feel it begin to creep back. And so I have just made it a policy that I use them every day, and it just prevents the pain, truly.
well, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on.
Sure.
Sue, she's an awesome person for Orange County, and she helps with a nonprofit center for those that have had brain injuries. And I
That's
know
right.
that she also shares the X39 and the brain study that we have done. And we appreciate you doing that as you're telling people how it could benefit them. Thank you so
Well,
much.
I would love to just say if anyone is interested, they can look at www.thebrainsite.org, and they can see our terrific organization where we help adults with brain injuries. And I am honored to always represent LifeWave to anyone who is interested in hearing.
Oh, Sue, thank you so much. Peter, what a great testimony. And now I know that you have someone waiting, but thanks again,
Great.
Sue. We
You're
appreciate you.
welcome. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Sue. All right. Let's get our new testimonial going. Kate, are you on with us? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, Peter.
Okay. Hi, Kate. How are you this evening?
Good afternoon, Peter. I'm doing well.
Okay, so good to see you again. Can you share with our audience tonight? Wow, we have over 259 partners on and guests on tonight. Can you share with them how long you were on the patches, who introduced you to the patches, and what has your experience been through that experience? And then we can show some of your latest issues, that challenge that you had with the patches.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. This is my second time that have testimony with Peter, right? That I have a year ago. So with my experience with lightweight.
Give me 1 second, okay? Kate, I'm gonna have you unmute yourself again. Okay, can you unmute yourself again? There we go. Sandra, can you help with this? Go ahead, Kate.
Okay. So I live in Boston right now. I have testimonial 1 before. I don't know if Peter remember.
Yes, can you share it from the beginning to the end?
Yes, I've been in the patch for almost 2 years now. So first of all, I have a ache pain all over my back and my wrist. I only use X39 because at that time I have introduced to this pad by Dave, and I asked Peter, we focus on X39 stem cell activation. I did not use any pads at all at that time. No ice wave for me, just focus on X39 every single day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Then it took away all my problem in 6 months. It consistently like take off little by little. I believe in that everyone that have the same problem that I have. So it takes time to heal, guys. It takes time. I also have health problem in the past with a lot of pain inside of my body. I think it's the inflammation, whatever I have, I don't really know. And my doctor give me the medication I supposed to take, and I take, I have pain medication with me, but I never took it after I used X39. I want to try out the X39 if it's work or not. So after I've been in it, I went back to my doctor. My doctor said that, kid, your body is working excellent. I don't know what you do, and whatever you do, that medication that they give it to me, just keep taking, keep using that medication. And I never took it, everyone. So, and 6 months after I used X39, I had a bad accident. I have a car accident, very bad. A big truck hit me. My neck is kind of go to the side, and I went to have an x-ray. They said that the segment, I don't know in English that much. They said the segment, it's not straight like before. It's kind of crooked. And then I went to see a lot of, they sent me to so many places to fix my neck. And they put the, what they call, Peter, they put some kind of cushion on my neck.
Neck brace? Neck brace?
Yes, I have to stay on that for 1 month. That's why I did not go to my first convention in lightweight. So I have that problem. And then I took it off. They told me to put it on. I take it off. I focus on X39, just X39 alone. And it's gone. Right now,
So basically, you got in a car accident, you had neck injury, but you were using the X39 at the time, and it healed so fast that you actually took out the brace before you're supposed to take off the brace, and
yes,
it was okay?
it's okay.
Okay. Wow. We got a lot of pain and healing today. Good.
Yes. What
Okay.
happened? Yes, Peter, what happened to my body? Because I've been in around the chemical for over 22 years, being hairstylist without knowing that chemical is bad. I am certified, I am what they call specializing on hair coloring. I'm mixing color like this every single day, 8 hours a day. I did not know that color is affect my body. That's why it became so bad inside of my body until I got really bad and I went to emergency of a bronchitis.
Give me 1 second, okay? Let me unmute you. Okay. Go ahead, Sandra. Go ahead, Kate.
Okay. Well, why I have so much problem in my body because I keep mixing the color 8 hours a day at the hair salon at very obscure hair salon at Foxwood Resort Casino. Right there, I did not know that hair color thing is gonna be that damage of my body inside of my body. So I mix that all like 8 hours, some days 10 hours until I have really weak inside my body and I have bronchitis. That's how I start. I stopped doing hair and I went to network marketing, taking all kind of supplement, until I got back using patch, X39 patches. I went back to work after 10 years, everyone, after 10 years.
So you've been doing hair color for so long, it affected your immune system some way, and you could not even do hair anymore because your body was so affected. And after using the X39, your immune system came back. So now you're not as allergic or with the colors and all the chemicals now?
Well, chemical always bad. I'm still allergic to it, but I choose the salon that doesn't have that much chemical, doesn't have that much color mixing.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, just cut every day, like 10, 20 minutes a day per head, just cutting. I choose not to do color.
Okay. Because I remember when we first met, I know you had a lot of immune system issues, or I think it was gut issues at that time or something. And so it's already been 2 years. So for our viewers tonight, just know there is a short-term, medium, and a long-term regeneration and repair effect. Wow, Kate. So I want to show everybody your latest boo-boo that you did, right? You did a little boo-boo, right? So I'm going to show some pictures, and when I show the pictures, can you tell everybody what happened during this time? Give me 1 second.
Absolutely.
There you go. So Kate, what happened here?
Okay, this is my hand that I got burned from hot water. That's how it burned. After first day it burned and my hand is like exploded. You can see all those explosive pictures.
Okay, right here, right, Kate?
After a couple days, yeah, that's how it healed like that.
So first your hand burnt and it started just doing this, but then within a few days it opened up to a sore like this?
Yes.
Wow. And then it got really bad right here, right?
Yes.
And then you put on the patch and it started healing.
Yes.
Really faster.
Yes.
And how long was this whole process from beginning to end to heal?
1 year.
1 year it took. So now how's your hand today?
It take a week to heal. It take 1 year. I don't have any scar. I
So
don't
it
have
took a week to heal this, and then let us see your hands today now. Let me do this. So wow, okay, so your hand is like perfect.
can't tell
There's
nothing
nothing.
ever.
Okay, everyone, you get to see what stem cell regeneration goes down all the way to the skin looks like. Awesome. Okay. Wow. So is there anything else? Because I know you're in the beauty. Do you see anything with your skin, Kate, your hair? Have you seen any difference in anything like that?
Yes, with X39 and elevator, from day one that I use elevator, I am like to focus on something that
Can
I
we see it again?
good. So I use elevator from day one that I use X39. I can see the difference with my skin because of I have health problem. My skin doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you eat. My skin always dry. But I feel amazing now. I have beautiful skin. It's like nothing can compare. I always dream for this because you at beauty fair and your skin look very bad. And then when you use it consistently change day by day. People see me sometimes, they don't see me for 6 months, a year. They think I got surgery.
Wow.
I said, I don't have surgery yet, but I will do so when I get old.
Well, I think all our viewers today, whoever's in the beauty industry, you now have a solution and know you can literally repair and regenerate yourself. So thank you, Kay, for your testimonial. We will be coming back for you and Sue for another update very soon. And good to see your hand repaired. It's good to go. So thank you, Kay.
Thank
Suzanne,
you.
wow, I think we have a big common denominator tonight. I think everyone is hearing about how fast pain, inflammation can go away, how fast your skin can regenerate, and your hair, and for all, for your work hazardous requirements. So I used to be in the beauty industry, so I can totally relate to Kate. So can you tell our audience, how does this work? Why did it do this so fast, Suzanne?
I love to tell people about how this works because it is by light. Your body is the catalyst for having this happen. So one of the reasons for our great success is that people find it easy to use. You unpeel the patch and you place it two places, either the area of concern or right behind the neck at the C7. And you wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. How easy is that? The stem cell activation patch is non-transdermal. It does not put anything into the body. It reacts to the wavelengths of the body and communicates where the need is originated. So because of this elevates a peptide called GHK-Cu. And this peptide is so effective in working to heal the body. They're in many, many areas. And you've heard some of these tonight and how people are using that. It resets your stem cells to a younger, more vibrant age. And with that, you see the differences that are increased. Works very much like if you are out in the sun and you want to get vitamin D. So people ask us all the time, well, how does it work if it's not putting anything into the body? And you know that when you're out in the sun radiation will go ahead and it will then react and increase that. And that's what happens. By the time you're 35, you are no longer producing the amount of youthful stem cells that you once produced. You're about half. And as you grow and go towards 60, and 65, you are not producing that anymore. So the body does not have this technology to work with, except when you turn it on with the patch. So some people experience results in 1 to 7 days. I've seen that, I've talked to them, and I've heard them express this. And then other people, it takes a while because you're healing, and deep healing often will take quite a while. But know that within 24 hours, you are resetting approximately 4,000 genes. They've gone to work, they're resetting, and you're having action happen. Whether you feel it or not, that is not the important factor. It is happening. And that's proven by our patents and by our test and the things that we can show you further. And people notice that they have better sleep. That's one of the first things that people say to me. I'm having better sleep, more relaxful sleep. They're having less concern with their stress level. They are having better hair. People love that. We have many people that have had that experience with better hair. And then we see that it eventually will reverse aging. Now, it's recommended that for every 10 years that you are old, you would use the patch for 1 month before you expect to see some of that health and change in your body. So that's easy enough. Put it on. And that certainly has been something that I've experienced. I saw some differences, and then I saw more and more and more. And it went right along with that expected one. So we highly recommend you to put the patch into your life and watch the changes that can happen. And this has been done and created by a wonderful person who's been a scientist, David Schmidt. And Peter's going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about him and the company and what's happening.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. And I think all the guests must be really wondering who's behind this technology. And again, why does it work so fast? So before I share this, who's behind it, I just want everyone to know these words: non-transdermal, no more injection. You're not paying thousands of dollars anymore for taking somebody else's stem cells and putting into you. No more creams, for no more chemicals that go into your body, and no more pills for your body to process to activate your body now. So we're living in the 21st century, and how easy it is just to peel off a sticker, put it behind your neck or put it below your belly button or anywhere where you had issues. And that's exactly what Sue and Kate did. And all they did is wore it on for 12 hours on, and then they took it off and rested for 12 hours. It is that simple. So our CEO, our creator, our scientist, his name is David Schmidt. He has been in this technology, and this technology is called photobiomodulation. In simple terms, light technology. He knew how to take your body's energy, put it, have it be able to capture in here and have your body heal itself. A little bit over 20 years ago, he sold this technology to the Navy. It was it worked right away. And back in 2004, he knew that he had to create a company to help and save the world. His whole mission is just to get people off of drugs. Who here wants to help people get off of medications and drugs? I think we all do, right? And that's why we're partnering up with David Schmidt. What has he done in 18 years now? He has built a foundation, meaning that he owns his own manufacturing, everyone. Isn't that a wonderful thing to partner up with a company that does their own manufacturing? He owns his own ingredients. He makes his own ingredients that goes into this patch now. And he has built a foundation of distribution centers all around the world to ship this technology all around the world to over 80 countries. He has also, with all the resources, he partners up with doctors. He actually funds studies. And that's why in David's hands, he holds over 100 patents on all the patches, all the technology. And even before the first X39 was released a little bit over 18 years in 2018, he made sure that there's a 20-year patent just on this patch and all of the patches. So what a wonderful time to be alive to today. Who here loves non-invasive solutions? Awesome. So are you all ready now to go into the 21st century, which we call the light century, right? Where we can actually tell people that there are tools now to turn on your body and heal itself. So if everyone, all 256 of us today, if you resonate with this information, if you love this technology, if you want more information, go to startx39now.com. If you love to be part of this community, all we want you to do is just talk to the person that invited you here tonight. Tell them you love to be our customer. We can show you how to get this at wholesale cost. But if you're looking for an alternative, a business online, if you love to help people, again, to light them up, help people get off medications, or if you want to build an international business all around the world, who do you know today that needs the solution? Who do you know that is in pain right now, that does not want to take any medications? Who do you know that cannot sleep right now, that is a breadwinner in the home that needs to take care of the family and needs to work, right? How much can this little $4 a day patch save a family today? If you know someone, we do these calls 5 nights a week, every single day. We have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people watching us every single week. We have been doing this for the last 3 years, and one family at a time, one hand at a time, one pain at a time. We're just helping people just to live the best life possible. Again, if you love this, talk to the person that invited you on this call. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, again, as we do this in the same bat time, same channel. And thank you, Suzanne, for being on with us every Monday. Thank you, Kate and Sue, for sharing your beautiful testimonial. I think everybody resonated with you both. And thank you to our community here of the Be Activating community that shows up every single night. And I know you learn something every single day through these calls. And we're just here, again, just to light up the world and help one family at a time. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I will see you tomorrow again, and have an incredible Monday evening. Enjoy your evening, everyone. We'll see you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Kate.
Bye, everybody.
Peter.
Great
Nice.
call. Thank you.
Great team, great call.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Awesome.
Good to
Well
see
done,
you.
Kate.
Bye, everyone.